there is a will, there is a way. This adage holds truth in almost all spheres of our lives. But when it comes to women at the helm of affairs, only a few female state heads have emerged. However, their lesser number too has inspired millions and continues to do so till date. Starting with India, a look at Indira Gandhi, the daughter of India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. But before we begin, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. So, Indira Gandhi. Right after the death of the then Prime Minister of India Lal Bahadur Shastri in January of 1966, Indira Gandhi was named leader of the Congress party, and by dint of this, she also became the Prime Minister. Indira Gandhi was the first female Prime Minister of India. She served for 3 consecutive terms from 1966 to 1977 and a 4th term from 1980 until she was assassinated in 1984. Indira Gandhi joined the Congress party in 1938. She married Feroz Gandhi in 1942 and the couple had 2 children, Sanjay and Rajiv. Indira Gandhi became a member of the Congress Working Committee and Central Election of the party in 1955. In 1958, she was appointed as a member of the Central Parliamentary Board of Congress. She was the chairperson of the National Integration Council of AICC and president of All India Youth Congress in 1956 and Women's Department of AICC. She became the president of the Indian National Congress in 1959 and served till 1960 and then again from January 1978. Angela Merkel. Angela Merkel is a German politician who, in 2005, became the first female Chancellor of Germany. She remained the Chancellor till 2021. After the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, Merkel joined the newly founded Democratic Awakening and, in February 1990, became the party's press spokesperson. That month, the party joined the Conservative Alliance for Germany. After the 1994 election, Merkel became the Minister of Environment, Conservation and Reactor Safety, and she presided over the first United Nations Climate Conference in Berlin from March to April in 1995. Khertek Anchimaa-Toka. Anchimaa-Toka served as head of the Parliament of the Tuvan People's Republic called the Little Khural from 1940 until 1944. She holds the record of being the first ever elected woman head of state in the world. When Anchimaa was completing her teens, along with 75 other Tuvan youths, she was given the opportunity to study in Moscow. There she became one of only 11 of the original 76 to graduate from the Communist University. She studied Stalinist ideology and politics, which earned her multiple leadership positions within the Tuvan People's Revolutionary Party upon her return. Once elected chairwoman, Anchimaa led Tuva into World War II in 1941 on the side of the Allied powers, largely assisting the Soviet forces. Vigdis Finnbogadottir. Vigdis Finnbogadottir was elected President of Iceland in 1980. Her victory made her Iceland's first woman head of state and the first woman in the world to be elected president of a country. With a term length of exactly 16 years, she also became the longest-serving woman head of state in any country in history. Finnbogadottir's rise to power began unusually with a stint as director of the Reykjavik Theatre Company. With a bachelor's degree in French from the University of Iceland and a teaching degree, Finnbogadottir gained national popularity. She featured in her own educational programming for Iceland's state television. She won her first election in 1980 against 3 male candidates, promoting her unwavering focus on education and culture. Finnbogadottir served 3 more terms as president. Isabel Perón. Isabel Perón served as Vice President of Argentina from 1973 to 1974 and then succeeded her husband Juan Perón in the position of president after his demise. She served as president from 1974 until 1976. She was Argentina's first woman head of state and the first woman head of state in South America. After meeting her future husband Juan Perón, who was a famous Argentinian politician of his time, in the mid-1950s, Isabel gave up her career to work alongside with him as a secretary. This decision, many say, led to her eventual rise in power. The two married in 1961 and were elected president and vice president of Argentina in 1973. Corazon Aquino. Corazon Aquino served as president of the Philippines from 1986 to 1992. She was the first Philippine woman to hold that office. She was also the first female president in Asia. She is known for her revolutionary role in reinstating democratic rule in the Philippines. She led the country away from the authoritarian regime of Ferdinand Marcos. Aquino graduated from Mount St. Vincent College in New York City in 1954 and soon after married the politician Benigno Aquino Jr., following her husband into his political aspirations. Pratibha Patil. Pratibha Devi Singh Patil is the 12th President of India. She is also the first woman to hold the office. Patil served as President of India from 2007 to 2012. She was also the first woman to serve as Governor of the state of Rajasthan in 2004. Patil became a member of the political sphere in India in 1962 when she was elected to a position in the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly at the age of 27. Though a long-time public servant, she was very low profile during her political life, generating little opposition to her campaign for the presidency. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was the President of Liberia from 2006 to 2018. She was the first woman elected head of the state in the country and the first woman to become a head of state in Africa. Johnson Sirleaf is known for her role in strengthening Liberia's economic, political and social landscapes after years of civil war. She also won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2011 for women's rights work. When she was elected as the Liberian president in 2006, she brought in measures that freed Liberia of all its debts and gained international aid. In 2018, she was conferred the Ibrahim Prize for Achievement in African Leadership. Khaleda Zia. Khaleda Zia served as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh from 1991 to 1996 and then again from 2001 to 2006. She was the first woman to serve as the Prime Minister of the country. In 1959, she married Zia-ur-Rahman, a leader in the fight for the independence of Bangladesh, which was then part of Pakistan. After her husband was assassinated in 1981, she became politically active and in 1984, she assumed the leadership of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party. Khaleda was arrested repeatedly during the dictatorship of Hussein Muhammad Ershad in the 1980s, but in 1991, she led the opposition to victory and became the Prime Minister. Benazir Bhutto. It was a feat that was never achieved in Pakistan, a Pakistani politician becoming the first woman leader of a Muslim nation in modern history. Benazir Bhutto served 2 terms as Prime Minister of Pakistan from 1988 to 1990 and from 1993 to 96. Bhutto was the daughter of the politician Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, who was the leader of Pakistan from 1971 until 1977. After her father's execution in 1979, Bhutto became the head of her father's party, the Pakistan People's Party. She became Prime Minister on December 1, 1988, heading a coalition government. On December 27 in 2007, Benazir Bhutto was assassinated during a political rally in Rawalpindi in Pakistan. Dilma Rousseff. Dilma Rousseff in 2011 became Brazil's first female Prime Minister. She was re-elected in 2014 but impeached and removed from office in 2016. As the president, Rousseff outlined a domestic agenda that focused on the maintenance of economic stability. Throughout 2011, Rousseff's administration faced accusations of corruption. By the end of 2011, investigations into multiple allegations of corruption led to the resignation of her 5 cabinet ministers. Yingluck Shinawatra. Yingluck Shinawatra, a Thai businesswoman and a politician, became the first woman Prime Minister of Thailand from 2011 to 2014. She was the younger sister of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. Yingluck graduated from Chiang Mai University in 1988 and then attended Kentucky State University in Frankfurt, where she earned a master's degree in public administration in 1991. After returning to Thailand, she began working in her family's various business enterprises, gradually taking on more responsibilities. This brings us to the end of this information reel. Despite often being pushed to the sidelines in politics and kept away from power, women have time and again proved their mettle in leading a nation. There are several examples of women heading a country as we speak, and even their fiercest critics would agree on one thing: that is not easy to be the head of the state. Thank you for watching this video.